Hey Des, so changing up things a little bit. I am breaking the rules because reasons, and that reasons is a big reason. Loot Crate. So as you mentioned to me, you got me a Loot Crate from, you didn't tell me who it was originally. Anyways, you got me a Loot Crate and it has come in today. So I'm breaking our somewhat tradition of uploading opposite of each other. So you would upload, I would upload, you would upload, I would upload. And anyways, all that to do the Halo Legendary Crate. Have not opened it yet. I can prove that with a seal of approval. So, you know, we'll see how our first unboxing goes and all that sort of funs. Alright. Eins, zwei, had lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Alright, so first off we have eyes only top secret. Oh, it's one of these. So it's a dossier. And a blank sheet of paper. I mean, a poster with one of the Halo rings and the Covenant world ship. Was it world ship? Capital ship. That's a capital ship, not a world ship. Anyways, a Covenant capital ship and the Halo ring and a mission briefing using paper. I'm going to say that's probably going to be just by kind of looking into a few things. This is going to be Sarah Palmer, so it's Apollo leader to Commander Sarah Palmer on USS Infinity. I will read this later. However, informations. Alright, so where do we begin next? Oh dear. A t-shirt that I haven't seen yet, because I'm on this side of it. We have The Great Schism, the Ultimate Showdown, Brute versus Elite, and their actual names as opposed to the human given name. So Brute and Elite is what the humans call them. Before we learned that they had different names. So it also gives a classification, and that's their species. That would be Jarhal Hane, which I'm butchering in the translation, and Sangali, or Sanghili, yeah. Sanghili is for elite. Jarl Hane is for brutes. Brutes would come from the home world of Doisak? No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. And the homeworld for the elites is Sanghelios. That's the only reason I can remember what their name is. And as every person on Loot Crate does... Oh wow, they have a Loot Crate for the name of the company. Okay. You have to put the t-shirt on, right? Well, instead of me undressing... No edits. With the exception of taking out the first 30 seconds of the video or so that you don't have to see me sitting down, clapping twice. On to the next thing. I can confirm that we have hats. See if I can figure out how to open a hat. Remove the bit of cardboard. Actually kind of a nice hat. Gonna have to extend that just in case. And somehow it fits my head. So good picking on that one. Alright. Next thing. Loot Crate screenshots. Halo icon. Alright, so this one also requires my very, very trusty Swiss Army knife. Maybe the Victorinox. However, we do not have a sponsorship by them, sadly. Actually, I don't think they've sponsored anyone that I know of. Real quick though, on the back, Halo icon Arbiter. That's why he looked familiar. It was the Arbiter. So, wielding a blade of star-hot plasma, the Arbiter leaps into action to defend Sangheili people. In the face of his wrath, even the brutes will cower. Collect and connect the other Halo icon figures for ultimate co-op experience. Co-op? Alright, so, since, you know, supposed to break everything out, back here, we have a little spacer. I'm being very careful not to break it. And I feel like I'm failing at that somehow. Okay. Twist ties. They do a lot of twist ties in a lot of products like this. And that's a good thing. But it's also kind of annoying. I'm glad they don't use twist ties in Lego sets, otherwise I would go almost crazy at how many twist ties there would be. Yarr. Okay. By the way, I can also confirm he's not an action figure, he is a figure. And that's fine, you know? Gotta be always very careful with figurines. Something that you won't know unless you played the games. There's actually more than one Arbiter, but there's only one Arbiter at any point in time. In the Halo games, where in the main series games, there's only one, and you can actually play as him in Halo 2. You can see him in Halo 5. If you're playing co-op in Halo 3, the second player plays as the Arbiter. And now to figure out where the pieces go. Could help if I use the box as a reference. Okay, so this goes here. Alright, so you know, it's like a little peg puzzle almost, where you have to line up these little pegs into their holes. They're also kind of like, not crescents, but it's where you have a notch into a cylinder, and that allows you in mechanics to make a piece that can stay rigid, but still have a circle peg. And for the final piece, wait a minute, I put those backwards. Yes, I did. That's why it didn't fit. I mean, it did fit, but it wasn't supposed to fit. Alright. Alright, and we have the Arbiter, who, I don't remember his actual name, but his title is the Arbiter. So yeah, very cool. I'm going to have to do a little bit of touch-up work on a few little bits here, so that he stays on completely. But yeah, very good. Hand wash use only. Do not dishwash. Not microwave safe. That is is... Wait. I don't need it. I don't need that. I was going to try opening this with the Swiss Army knife. I don't need that. So we have... At first I was like, wait, we have a gravity hammer. How is that kitchen related? Then I realized it's a bottle opener. Very funny. Alright, let's also check and see if I can open this without completely annihilating it. Funny thing is, sometime I'm going to have to figure out how the gravity hammer works in Halo lore, and then I could explain how it would work in real life. So yeah, gravity hammer. Funny enough, in Halo 2 there was only one that I knew of. Like, you only seen one in the entire game. All of the brute weapons were just redone from the elites. Except for one gravity hammer, which is what, I think it was Tartarus? No, not Tartarus. His name will come to me later. I'll probably put it in the description if I can't remember it. Anyway, so yeah, gravity hammer. Smash. And yes, it has a magnet on it too. So, you know, put that on the fridge. I finally have my first fridge magnet here. With the exception of the 64 or 66, Route 66 magnet from years ago. And what else do we have? We have their Loot Crate's pin, which I don't remember which kill streak this was, but you get that logo after you've had so many. It's an in-game achievement basically, where if you've done something, you get certain little pendant things, and this is one of them. So very cool. Now, the last thing. Come on. This is the poster. That's not the poster. This is the poster. So, yeah, this one seems to be heavily based on Halo 2, which makes perfect sense because they redid Halo 2 not too long ago. It was the Master Chief Collection. And Halo Wars 2 is coming out, right. So yeah, on the back of here we have the... So while I show you this side, I can see the actual side. We have all the items that were in this crate. So you have the t-shirt, the hat, the gravity hammer. Oh, that was Sergeant Johnson's hat. Nice. I like Johnson. I like Johnson in a weird way. Because on the one hand, he curses a lot, but on the other hand, he's a cool guy. He was also an original Spartan. Like, before Master Chief was a Spartan, he was a Spartan. So yeah, very nice. Gotta figure out what the back thing here is, because it has a code for something, which I probably need to make sure... Oh. So I will make sure that this thing works, and then I will... hopefully I don't lose it. So anyways, basically it's a code for something to do with Xbox. So hopefully that doesn't come up very well in the video. So even if it does, I can do this and do a retake there. So yeah, a very nice loot crate. I honestly had no idea where you were going with this whenever you told me you were getting a crate of some kind. And one last little bit. Every one of these boxes, no matter what it is, comes apart. And I can't seem to figure out how to do that. Oh, there it is. There we go. So yeah, every loot crate can come apart, and you can basically use that to make something. So like I remember one year they had a little game board that you could play a game on. But this is a Prophet. I don't remember their actual name. I think it is the Singali. That doesn't sound right. Anyways, yeah, so it's a Prophet from the Halo games. I think you first see one in Halo 2. You see the High Council members are all Prophets. And Halo 3, I think it's the last time, so they were only in 2 games that I know of. I mean, they were in, like, I think also Halo Wars, but I never got to play Halo Wars because it's a strategy game for the Xbox, which I prefer, let's see, I prefer the strategy games on the computer because you're able to control things a little better. So yeah, a very nice loot crate, or I should say, Halo Legendary Crate. So yeah, poster. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put that up there without damaging it. Another poster with information for Sarah Palmer. We also got the Arbiter, the pin, the hammer. What's hilarious is, I would jokingly call this Mjolnir. However, in Halo we have the Mjolnir armor, so technically I can't call this Mjolnir because that would confuse even within its own lore. So, like I said, I'm not going to edit this video. This is going to be a purely reactive video. And okay, so change of plans. I had to edit the video because my memory card died. So, anyways, favorite thing in the crate was probably the hat. In all honesty, mostly because it looks very much like a military hat, which is, well, I mean, what it's based off of. And it's also Johnson's hat, and like I said, I like Johnson. He was an interesting character, to say the least. I also like the figure. I like Arbiter. So yeah, that a very good loot crate. Like I said, or I should say Legendary Crate. And thanks, Des. Now I gotta figure out where am I gonna put this stuff. I mean, I do have a wall behind me, so you know, I could always put something like that. It might work. Alright, well, I love you, Des, and didn't do a star date because, well, I don't think that Halo uses star dates. I think they just use regular time, which in space doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But alright, well, love you, Des.